Good morning. This is Nick with Williams Sewer Line Inspectors. I'm performing a video inspection of 3535 Schaefer Street in Culver City. Right now what we're looking into is the city sewer. That's the flow of water that's going from the left to the right. Right here is the very first portion of the line that this house is responsible for any repairs or maintenance should they become necessary. It's definitely an older clay pipe. It's doing well at this point. That connection point we can see in the distance on the right side of the screen has a very nice connection to the city sewer. It's a tight fit, well aligned, no cracks or damage done to the pipe. And we continue in this clay material as we pull back. Clay is a good material because it doesn't rust or corrode. It is not flexible, however. If exposed to really heavy pressures, such as a very large earthquake or heavy root intrusions, it can crack the pipe rather than flex to avoid the pressure. So what we're looking here is we're looking for anywhere where the pipe is going to cause a problem for this system, in that it has holes or cracks that are large enough to allow sewage to escape the system. We're looking for big, very large offsets which allow sewage to escape the system. So far all the pipe joints seem to be lined up very well. Clay doesn't have a maximum life period. It can theoretically continue forever as a pipe material, though what typically happens is a very large earthquake will break it, or due to lack of maintenance, roots will also crack a clay pipe. Maintenance consists of just cleaning the line out with a standard snake for this line would do just fine. And I'll put more information on that in the written report. If that maintenance is done, this pipe has no reason that it should fail, really. Obviously, if you have a very large earthquake, go ahead and get it inspected again, but that really doesn't guarantee a failure. Oftentimes, earthquakes won't damage a pipe at all. This pipe itself has survived many earthquakes without damage. Right here we have an interesting thing here. This looks like the pipe is very badly broken, but we've transitioned to a 6-inch pipe as we go towards the street here, and as we pull back we are in a 4-inch pipe. Now this is a very rough-edged 4-inch pipe. It's obviously sort of been inserted into the 6-inch, a lot of mortar shoved in around it. This is a field connection to a 6-inch line without using the appropriate, proper pipe fitting. In effect, what this will do is this will look just broken, while in fact performing well without any real problems. The one thing I'd like to see about this is since there'll be a large space of mortar between this pipe and the pipe that's outside of it, it's highly probable that roots will come in a little bit more aggressively through this section of the pipe than they will through other joints. This pipe has obviously been cleaned recently. There's a lot of shaved roots in the line. All the joints look to be very, very clean of roots, which is atypical for clay pipe. It does allow for root intrusions through the joints. So what I would do is, in a year time, go ahead and have a look at the pipe again, and what that'll do is it'll show you where the roots are really coming through and how heavily. I'm suspicious. I think that this portion right here is going to have really, really heavy roots coming in through it in about a year or a little bit more than that. In that case, I would say every 8 months or so have the line cleaned out. If it really isn't that bad, I would say every year or so have the line cleaned out. That's really the only reason to get it looked at again, is to see whether you should really be on an 8-month maintenance schedule or a yearly maintenance schedule, as most of LA is on a yearly maintenance schedule for clay pipe cleaning. This is a much older pipe. It's still doing well. As you know, clay just doesn't age like you get other pipes aging. It's a little hairline crack in the joint there. This is nothing that's going to cause a problem for the system. We're really looking for cracks that are a bit larger. They have roots coming in through them, or they've been spaced out from past roots coming in through, and they're able to allow sewage to escape the system. Right now we're not seeing anything like that. We're seeing very tight joint connections, zero roots because I believe it's been recently cleaned, and just a really well properly holding together clay pipe. This is where we connect to the clay pipe. This is a plastic pipe that we're in at this exact moment. This connection, you can see that the pipe is a little bit offset. This is very typical for the plastic to clay connection because they actually have different sizes. The pipe of the plastic is a little bit different than the clay. Additionally, the connection fitting that goes from clay to plastic is a rubber fitting, and it pretty much always allows for a little bit of motion in the joint, and this is what we typically will see when a plastic pipe connects to a clay pipe. The fact that it's holding a little bit of water in the line is actually a good thing. This indicates that it's not allowing this water to escape through the joint, and it's actually a sealed joint. The rubber and the metal bands which surround it are actually sealing the pipe at that point, so not even this water left for quite some time can't escape. So it's really a sealed joint. It's going to be a fine connection. And then it looks like the line continues that way a little bit. This is where we access the line from. This is a good point for cleaning for roots all the way out to the street. The line's going straight out to the street, meeting with the city sewer right underneath the city street. So just a brief sum up on what we saw on this line. It's pretty much all clay, a little bit of plastic here at the beginning as we go into it. The clay looks like it's been recently cleaned. While it has some interesting connection there when they field connected the line to itself, it really isn't anything that's going to cause a major problem for this line. But it would be a good idea to have a look at it in about a year's time when some roots have been able to get into it again. And what that'll do is it'll help us be able to give you really the best advice on maintenance schedule. Other than that, between 8 and 12 months, have the line cleaned again, and then every 8 to 12 months have the line cleaned with the standard snaking method, and I'll put more information in the written report on that. Again, this is Nick with Williams Sewer Line Inspectors. Thank you very much, and have a great day.